and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here, and this is part 4 of the Grimoire. The Grimoire is the Choose Your Own Chapter initiative that the devs mentioned they were launching at the PAX anniversary live stream in Boston. And yeah, so this is the 4th time that we get to choose options and create the chapter. Every 2 weeks there's something to vote on, and eventually sometime in year 10 we're going to end up with a completed chapter that we've all created together. The Grimoire opens for a 4th time. There's no going back now. In the 3rd verse, you change your fate. So it's like a choose your own adventure, but they give you an option to pick, go back and pick what the 2nd most popular option was. That's the change your fate. You change your fate to a life of endless mysteries for the survivor. And for the killer, you were known as the wielder of exalted truths. You cannot change your fate in this verse. Interesting. Okay. Make sure to submit your votes for the 4th verse for both the killer and the survivor before Monday, August 11th at 12 p.m. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to click the link and we're going to go to the Grimoire here and show you what the voting options are this time. Approach the Grimoire. Here we go. Survivor, verse 4. You have changed your fate to the life of endless mysteries. You try to escape the divine killer by remembering your studies. 27%. You cannot change your fate for this verse. You take cover behind a broken pillar and recover a yellowed scroll from your satchel. It tells of a mythical home of many rooms. Find yourself, it says, to find your freedom. Before you are 4 doors, each bearing the image of a solitary figure. One of these images, shockingly, is of you in the course of your duties in the collapse. Find yourself to find your freedom. Tell me, which door do you run to? Door of the hopeful novice. You were part of a spiritual order and learned their ways with rigid discipline. Door of the knowledge keeper. You collected artifacts of the old world in the hopes of restoring what was lost. Door of the divine investigator. You sought out the worst of the collapse and studied ways to reverse its effects. Door of the lone pilgrim. You walked the land helping those in need. Your ultimate quest, too grave to share with anyone. So you just click on whichever one you want here, and then you go on to the next one. Or killer. Killer, verse 4. You were known as the wielder of exalted truths, 30%. You can't change your fate in this verse. So I guess they aren't letting us change our fate anymore because we're getting it narrowed down to a specific path for these creations. With clarity of mind and control of self, your other senses return. Immediately, you sense the presence of another, a mortal from a world crushed by the burden of your almighty truth. You turn to see this mortal run towards a number of doors on the other side of the room. Your pursuit begins. It is only a matter of time before they are in your grasp. Tell me, by which means will you pursue this mortal? Deception. Truth can be kept secret. You hide, stalk, and ambush when least expected. Control. The truth is yours to mold. You reshape the world to block, trap, or deny. Relentlessness. The truth cannot be avoided. You chase, close gaps, and gain ground quickly. Torment. The truth is an affliction. You deliver curses and maladies that grow worse over time. All right, so now we're starting to get like an idea of what kind of power the killer might have through these options. I would say here, right? Like we have stalkers, we have trappers, we have characters that have a lot of mobility. So yeah, those are your options for this week. So you pick whatever you want and cast your vote. You have to do it before what do they say, 11 a.m. on Monday, 12 p.m. on Monday. So that's part 4. I'm interested to see where all of this leads. I'm not that interested in making the decisions myself. I'm more interested in seeing what you all come up with. I think it's a fun ride, and you know, hopefully this will be a successful initiative and something that they can do again in the future. I'm sure they'll have a post-mortem on it, and they'll talk to the community and see what they think of this. Was this fun, or was it boring? Did they enjoy crafting it, or they just rather just let Dead by Daylight create their own? It is something new and interesting, so I'm curious to see what we wind up with in the end. I'm assuming that as we go on, that we'll get more development, like what the look of the characters will be and all that. But all right, that's all I have for you today. As always, I'll have the link in the description for you here if you want to click it. There's a link in the game you can use too if you go to your messages in game. That's all I have for you today. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the time you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps the channel a ton. And don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog. We'll see you next time. I like how they changed the book from a blank book to start to flesh it out. So I wonder how much further they're going to go with this. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life